Hi, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. So today our group will present about Toyota company analyst. My name is Fasha Fasiha binti Azizan, matric number 828484, alongside with my team members.
My name is Ani Zafira. My matric number 828615.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Najiha binti Muhammad Nasir and my matric number is 828294.
Hi, my name is Nurjana and I'm going to proceed with the marketing mix of Toyota.
Toyota Motor Corporation was founded in August 28, 1937 by Kichiro Toyoda, which is headquartered in Aichi, Japan. Its production sequel was started and was inspired by his father, which is Sakichi Toyoda, which during that invented a Toyota Model G automotive loom that are used to weaving clothes and also tapestry. So after that, Kichiro Toyoda has involved in the design, assemble and also manufacture the passenger cars. The first product that was invented by them is Toyota AA, which is invented in 1936. As you can see, this is the mission and also the vision of a Toyota, which is the mission is producing happiness for all and the vision is creating mobility for all. And also you can see this is the Toyota philosophy, which is regarding about the Toyota way and also the Toyota principles. Okay, their main core value is the Toyota way, which is they combining the three main key, which is the software, hardware and also the partnerships. Toyota also has widely spread or widely integrated across the globe, which is in Japan, in Oceania, Asia, Middle East, East Africa, North America, Latin America and Europe. So they have their wholly owned subsidiaries, which is the Hino and also Lexus. In terms of their organizational structure, they have consist of two main major of the position, which is the first is board of directors and the second is operating officers, as you can see at here. And Toyota also has produced a lot of products, which is including cars, minivans, buses, electronic technology vehicle, which is a hybrid technology, and also pleasure boats. Core competencies is what made Toyota success, which is their technological and system innovation of Toyota production system that depending on two main points, which is GDOKA and also just-in-time. GDOKA is a process which they will stop all the production and also the manufacturing of the vehicles if anything problems occurs. And also the just-in-time is they only produce the product based on the demand. While the low cost and high quality, which is they offer a low cost but with high quality using the TPS production system, and also the high quality product can be accessed by middle income customers.
Okay, for product internalization, Prius is the one of world best selling brand of Toyota. As we know, car have two functions, which is we can use the gasoline and also we can use the hybrid. So Prius come with the both function, which is can use the gasoline and also can use the hybrid function. So Prius synonym with go green, as we know that hybrid car do save the environment. This is because it can reduce the pollution towards the environment. So because of these features, and also Prius is the car that it's a family use car and also can be used in the short journey and also in the daily use. For long journey and also for the daily use. So because of these two features attracted the US market, which is in US also they implement the green culture, which is they even do in their home they also do have the home solar in terms to save their electricity to go green with the environment. So based on the data collected, hybrid car is much more expensive than gasoline. gasoline car. That's why Prius is much more expensive rather than other model of Toyota. So people mindset say that those who use the hybrid car have the high income, but despite of the expensive price of Prius, it still get the attention and also market of US because of the features of the car.
Now, I will present on the target market analysis. Toyota start enter US market, their sales not as good as now, because that time Toyota designs not meet customer US taste and preference. So, what do you think that US customer taste and preference towards cars? Check it out. US customer preferred model Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Audi, Volvo and Jaguar. Why this model meets their expectation? Because all these model have good quality, very attractive styling and reliable. When Toyota understand their customer needs, they start designs their cars accordingly, and it proves that customer give a big impact to the business. Nowadays, to make Toyota still competitive with other car makers, they need always to keep update their SWOT analysis. What is SWOT analysis? SWOT analysis is a framework used to evaluate a company competitive position and to develop strategic planning. Now, let's see Toyota SWOT analysis. First, as in SWOT is strength. There are three main strengths for Toyota. Number one, comprehensive product list. Customer can choose from product list with a wide range of segments based on their lifestyle and preference. Number two, international expansion. Based on the sales unit in year 2018, Toyota been recognized as number 2 largest automobile manufacturer behind Volkswagen. And the third strength for Toyota is cost leadership strategy, because Toyota implement lean manufacturing. Besides that, Toyota have very strict supply control. Distribution is very efficient and low service costs. W stand for weaknesses. If strength have 3, weaknesses also has 3, which is Toyota have a hierarchical organization structure. This could lead fewer flexible judgment. Product recall also is one of the Toyota weaknesses. Since 2009, over 20 million vehicles been recalled by Toyota. Next is a secrecy in organization culture. This can slow down the response time when emergencies happen. For Toyota opportunity, actually Toyota promised to be an environmental friendly, whereby to create cleaner engine emission. Then Toyota invests in solar power, which is follow the trends of electric automobile. In order to provide an opportunity for a better scope, Toyota invests in technology and innovation. To make Toyota more than car manufacturer, Toyota also announced to build a prototype city which called Woven City. This city will be an ecosystem that is powered by hydrogen fuel cell. For threat, as an international corporation, of course, Toyota faces with very high competition with other global organizations, especially their competitor always release new model and technologies. Product price also is one of the threats that been facing by Toyota when raw material having a problem. Of course, product features and customer service need to adjust in order to meet customer standards. Economies also seems to be slowed down, and this might reduce the needs for automobiles. Shrinking market could also lead to company financial status and give a big threat to the company.
Okay, barrier for internalization. Okay, Toyota, they don't want to only be a factory that only produce car or produce the truck or any vehicle made by Toyota. They want to sustain their mobility, which is they want to take care of the quality and also the safety of the consumer. So as we know, Toyota is from Japan. So in 2007, they have been a first Japan company that have a large profit. And then in 2008, they are a recession year worldwide, which is every company face the loss because they are the world problem at that time. So even though Toyota managed to control it at the first phase, but it also they also face the loss, but they do recover for that. Unfortunately, in 2010, they do have a safety issue, which is some of the features in that car got harm to the user. So they need to recall all the production back to the country, and then they need to redo research back about the car and then redo back the features that cause them to the safety for the user. So barrier got two barrier facing by Toyota here, which is it was a domestic barrier and also a host country barrier. Domestic barrier is, as we know, Japan is synonym with the earthquake and also tsunami. So the when the Great East Japan earthquake happened in Japan, so the main production is in Japan. So the factory, those manufacturer there need to be rebuilt because of affected by the earthquake. So that is the domestic barrier faced by Toyota. For host country barrier, which is the cost of recall. So when a company want to recall the production back to the country, every recall do have the cost, because each recall, each entry of the country will have a cost, will have a fee of in terms to export and import. So they're facing a lot of costs in terms of the recall. The second one is the tariff and trade barrier, which is each country, which is US and also Japan, every country have the trade and tariff. So whenever they facing the recall, so they need to follow the regulation of the tariff and also the trade. So this is the barrier faced by Toyota in order to expand their market to US and also other country. The last but not least, for the host country barrier is the foreign currency. This is unavoidable because in terms company to do international business, they need to alert and concern about the FDI, which is foreign direct exchange, foreign direct index, and also the currency exchange there. In Japan, they are using yuan, and then in US, is using dollar. So the differences also make it as a barrier in terms to sustain the cost and also the financial to be stabilized there.
Now, we will discuss on the cultural analysis. From Hofstede graph, it shown the cultural that carry by Japanese people and US people. For this session, we will explain more on a consumer perspective and a bit on company culture for both countries. Japanese is a high power distance. Their working approach is hierarchical and they work under clear, defined and authority. Japanese also is a collectivism. When comes in buying preference, they will accept recommendation by their friends or seller. Japanese will concern more on a good finishing product. Their price range normally very expensive or very cheap. This fall them under masculinity dimension. As uncertainty avoidance, they are high uncertainty avoidance. Actually, Japanese don't like to take any risk. They will buy a product from a well-known maker or brand. In terms of long versus short-term orientation, Japanese are long-term orientation, where their relationship is based on present and future. Because of environmental influence, we can see that most of their houses, cars, and others in miniature size design. Now, let's look into US culture. US is opposite to Japanese. They are low power distance. Their supervisor will treat their subordinate friendly, but they still maintain the professionalism. US also is a individualism if compared to Japanese. They enjoy online shopping, especially Generous Z. In terms of masculinity, US same as Japanese, but they really love when they bought something and it has a promotion instead of comparing price range. If talk about risk, US is a risk taker. So they are under low uncertainty avoidance. They like to try new products or brand. In terms of long versus short-term orientation, US is a short-term orientation where their relationship is based on past and present. US people like to switch brand from one another, especially Generation Z.
So the joint venture is the most effective entry mode for Toyota. Why I'm saying this? Because they enable to exchange the expertise and knowledge in technology. The joint venture with Atlas Fabricators, which is Atlas built the beds, and also Toyota has built the trucks, and combined them both become a truck beds. And the second one is the easier access to resources. During the joint venture with GM Motors, they has built a NUMI. Due to the joint ventures, Toyota has enabled to gain the first manufacturing base in North America. And the third one is joint venture able to minimize the risk, which is during the around 1960s, the government US, they have started to impose a chicken tax about 25% to importing the light trucks. So based on the result on the JV with the Atlas Fabricator, they have able to mitigate the 4% of the chicken tax. For the international business strategy, Toyota has implemented a transnational strategy, which is the global integration is high and also the local responsiveness is high. But the transnational strategy has helped in them in gaining the competitive advantage, which is their system is the most competent technology that make them different from the competitors. And also the second one is local sourcing. Local sourcing is the Toyota's growth around the globe has cultivated and also sourcing the local segmentation, which is able to maintain the overall on the supply chain low cost. And also the next is an innovation. The TPS, which is just-in-time process or lean manufacturing, they have achieved and helped to achieve a balance in the global integration and also the local responsiveness. While the management styles, Toyota has implemented the Toyota with 14 principles, which is two main key is a continuous improvement and also the respect for people. The facilities, which is they has implemented a lean manufacturing system. And the second one is the Toyota aim to have a low cost labor, which is why Toyota has choose Thailand as the first manufacturing plant in 1964. For the logistics side, they has implemented a hygiene cup process, which is they regulate the production process in JIT and also the milk run method. Milk run method is what we call as a logistic sources to get the automobile component from all the providers in the roads and transport to the production plants. And for their infrastructure, in terms of location strategy, they are able to build a hybrid technology, which is that located in the Toyota Prius and also the Toyota Mirai. Therefore, target consumer as in US market, they targeted ages between 30 until 50 years old. So these cars were built to aim for middle-aged income, such as Toyota Prius. And also for the suppliers, their suppliers is Tesla Motors, which is they sources the powertrain for RAV4 EVs to build for in the hybrid technology electrical vehicles. And the Bridgestone Mill America also has supplies on tires for Toyota in US market.
First, we will talk about product. So Toyota has this car named as Toyota Prius. It's an eco-friendly and it's one of the hybrid car of Toyota, which have some features such as the safety, and also it has the comfort, the convenience, and also the entertainment, which is a music system built inside. So next will be the price. Price of Toyota, they have put slightly higher than other cars, but still, even though it doesn't get the attention it should, then later it get the attention. So next will be the place in Toyota. Toyota actually used to strategize in using many dealership in USA, because USA is a huge country, it's a large country with many dealership stores in every state. So that's how you get to market the cars. Next will be the promotion. As the promotion, it has direct and indirect selling. Also, it is found that Toyota has highly invested in advertisement in their newspaper ad. Next will be the process. As for Toyota, it is found that Toyota is one of the firms that always use the latest and updated system in their manufacturing. So people trust it because of this reason. Next will be the people. As for the people in Toyota, workers are given trainings. Yes, they follow Kaizen method, and also the staff are compulsory to follow the solution oriented that Toyota has been used many years ago. So next will be the physical evidence. Toyota used to have a very simple yet captivating logo, TOYOTA. Each of the capital is there, and also the top 3 purchaser of Toyota will be taken the pictures and be spread all over the magazine and also in online social media. That's how we get the name. So that's all for the marketing mix. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a very good day. Thank you very much.